Radhe Radhe, Dandavat Pranam. Welcome to Shri Shri Radha Gopinath Mandir, Gopinath Bhavan, Shri Vrindavan Dham. Srila Gurudev ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Rupanuga Gauriya Guru Varga ki jai, Patit Pavana Shri Nityananda Prabhu ki jai, Prem Purushottam Shachinandana Gaura Hari ki jai, Radha Vinod Bihari Radha Gopinath Ju ki jai, Giriraj Maharaj ki jai, Harinama Sankirtana ki jai, Hare Krishna Mahamantra ki jai, Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki jai, Shri Gaura Premanande, Hari Hari Bol. So before I officially begin, I just received notice that one very sweet devotee, disciple of Srila Gurudev from Sardinia, Italy, Raghunandan Prabhu, he passed away just a couple of days ago due to cancer. And I also didn't mention Anandini Didi in Switzerland, who also is a disciple of Srila Gurudev. She's the one who spearheaded and pretty much maintained the pure cow seva that Anup and Krishna and Sudevi have been serving through. And so she also passed away just the other day. We were busy with the festivals of Srila Bhakti Vigyam Bharati Maharaj, but I would just like to request all of the devotees, although they have received Harinam and Diksha from Srila Gurudev and they have also engaged themselves in devotional service, still the prayers of the Vaishnavas are very powerful for their rapid progress on the path to perfection. So if we can just say prayers for their eternal benefit, praying to Sri Guru and the Vaishnavas to keep them close and to take them rapidly toward Krishna Prem, then it will be very beneficial for them. So Raghunandan Prabhu ki jai, Anandini Jagana Didi ki jai, Hare Krishna. And maybe we'll mention them again. Who's there? Sudevi Devi Dasi and Bhakti Swarup Prabhu, Hare Krishna. And Tara Didi, Hare Krishna. I heard that Indira is in England. She went back to the UK for a few. She'll be back for Janmashtami. And also Disha, she's in Chaitanya Vihar or somewhere. So, oh, I forgot my songbook today. I thought it was in my bag, but it's not. So we will begin with Mangalacharan. Mangalacharan is the auspicious invocation calling for the grace, the sidelong glances, the mercy of our beloved Srila Gurudev, our beloved Srila Prabhupada, our Rupanuga Gauriya Guru Varga, Patit Pavan Shri Nityananda Prabhu, Prem Purushottam Shachinandan Gaura Hari, going all the way back to the original Guru who is Krishna himself and his Guru of Prem, Vrishabhanu Nandini, Srimati Radha Thakurani. You can find Mangalacharan on page 1 of our beautiful Bhajan treasure trove, Shri Gauriya Giti Gucha, starting with Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavangscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvetam Savadhutam Parjana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakham Vitangscha Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Nama Om Vishnupadayo Radhikaya Priyatmane Shri Shrimad Bhakti Vedanta Narayanati Namine Shri Krishna Leela Katane Sudaksham Modarya Madhurya Gunaischa Yuktam Varam Varenyam Purusham Mahantam Narayanam Tvang Shirashan Namami Tridandinam Bhakta Shiromanim Cha Shri Krishna Padavjita Ekahriddi Chaitanya Leelamrita Sarasaram Narayanam Tvang Satatam Prapadye Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshthaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nittinamine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Nama Om Vishnupadaya Gaura Preshthaya Bhutale Shri Srimad Bhakti Pragyana Keshava Iti Namine Atimartya Charitrayo Swashritanancha Paline Jiva Dukhe Sadartaya Shri Nama Premadayine Namahum Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshthaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Iti Namine Shri Varshabhanavi Devi Daitaya Kripabdhaye Krishna Sambandha Vijnana Daine Prabhave Namaha Madhuryo Jvala Premadhya Shri Rupanuga Bhaktida Shri Gaura Karuna Shakti Vigrahaya Namostute Namaste Gauravani Shri Murtaye Dinatarine Rupanuga Virudhapa Siddhanta Dvantaharine Namo Gaur Kishoraya Sakshat Vairagya Murtaye Vipralambhara Sambodhe Patambu Jayate Namaha Namo Bhakti Vinodaya Satchidananda Namine Gaura Shakti Swarupaya Rupanu Gavarayate Gaura Virbhava Bhume Stvang Nirdeshta Sajana Priya Vaishnava Sarva Bhauma Shri Jaganathayate Namaha Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Vacha Patitanang Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratvishe Namaha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Jayatang Surato Pangor Mama Mandamatergati Matsarvasva Patambojo Radha Madana Mohano Divyat Vrindaranya Kalpadrumada Shrimad Ratnagara Singhasanastho Shri Shri Radha Shri Lagovinda Devo Preshtalibhi Sevyamano Smarami Shri Mandra Sarasaram Bhivang Shivata Tatastitaha Karshan Venu Swanair Gopir Gopinata Shri Estunaha Vrindaye Tulasi Devyai Priyaye Keshavasya Cha Krishna Bhakti Prade Devi Satyavatye Namo Namaha Panchatattvatmakam Krishnam Bhaktarupa Swarupakam Bhaktavataram Bhaktakyam Namami Bhakta Shaktikam Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna. We have with us today in person Anand Raghubir from the dynasty of Sri Ramchandra Raghubir, Atul Krishna Prabhu and Rukmini also, and all of the other devotees who are present here. Let's see, there's also Amit Dandekar, Phuleshwari, and the others I have mentioned previously. Okay. So now, I don't have my songbook with me, but Gurudev Kripabindu Diya, page 32 in our Sri Gaudiya Giti Gucha. गुरुदेव कृपा बिंदु दिया गुरु दासे तृणपेक्षायतिहीनो सकल सहने बल दिया करो निज माने स्पृहहीनो कृपा बिंदु दिया करो दासे तृणपेक्षायतिहीनो सकले समान करिते शकति देहनाथ যথা যত তবে তো গাহিব হরি নাম সুখে अपराध विहात गुरुदेव कृपा बिंदु दिया करो दासे तृणपेक्षायतिहीनो कबे हेनो कृपा लोभियाए जन कृतार्थ होइबे नाथ शक्ति बुद्धिहीन आमी अति दीन करो मोरे आत्मसात गुरुदेव कृपा बिंदु दिया करो दासे तृणपेक्षायतिहीनो योग्यता विचारे किछु नाही पाए तुम्हारो करुणा सारो करुणा ना होइले कादिया कादिया करुणा ना होइले कादियो कादिया प्राण ना राखिबो आरो प्राण ना राखिबो आरो गुरुदेव कृपा बिंदु दिया करो दासे तृणपेक्षायतिहीनो गुरुदेव कृपा बिंदु दिया करो दासे तृणपेक्षायतिहीनो गुरुदेव जय गुरुदेव 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 जय गुरुदेव 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 जय गुरुदेव जय प्रभुपाद जय प्रभुपाद प्रभुपाद जय प्रभुपाद जय प्रभुपाद प्रभुपाद गुरु परंपरा गुरु परंपरा परंपरा गुरु परंपरा परंपरा गुरु परंपरा श्रील गुरुदेव की जय श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय रूपानुगौर्य गुरुवर्ग की जय श्री गुरु परंपरा की जय Excuse me, I think I need some water. O He Vaishnava Thakur, Doyar Sagar, calling out for the mercy of the Vaishnavas. I think it's page 39, but I could be mistaken. ओ हे वैष्णव ठाकुर दयार सागर ए दासे करुणा करी दिया पद छाया शोधो हे आमारे तोमार चरण धोरी ओ हे वैष्णव ठाकुर दयार सागर हे दासे करुणा करी क्षय बेगदोमी जय दोषोधि जय गुण देहो दासे जय सत संग देहो हे आमारे दोषेछि संगेरो आशे ओ हे वैष्णव ठाकुर दयार सागर हे दासे करुणा करी एकाकी आमार नाहि पाइब एकाकी आमार नाहि पाइब हरि नाम संकीर्तने तुमी कृपा करी श्रद्धा बिंदु दिया तुमी कृपा करी श्रद्धा बिंदु दिया देहो कृष्ण नाम धने देहो कृष्ण नाम धने ओ हे वैष्णव ठाकुर दयार सागर हे दासे करुणा करी ओ हे वैष्णव ठाकुर दयार सागर हे दासे करुणा करी कृष्ण से तोमार कृष्ण दिदे पारो कृष्ण से तोमार कृष्ण दिदे पारो तोमार शक्ति आछे तोमार शक्ति आछे आमी तो कंगाल कृष्ण कृष्ण बोली आमी तो कंगाल कृष्ण कृष्ण बोली आई तो वो पाछे पाछे आई तो वो ओ हे वैष्णव ठाकुर दयार सागर हे दासे करुणा करी ओ हे दिया पद छाया शोधो हे आमारे दिया पद छाया शोधो हे आमारे तुम्हार चरण धोरी वैष्णव ठाकुर वैष्णव ठाकुर वैष्णव ठाकुर वैष्णव ठाकुर प्रभु कृपा करो मोरे दया करो कृपा And now we will call for the mercy of Sri Nityananda Prabhu. First, Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda. Shri Krishna Chaitanya
Prabhu Nityananda
Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Akrodha Paramananda Nityananda Rayo Abhimano Shunya Nitai Nagare Berayo Adhamapatito jive dware dware giya Hari namo mahamantra diksheno vilaya Jare dekhe tare kohe dante trinna dhoni Amare kiniyalo bolo gora hari Eto boli nityananda bhume gari jayo sonar parvata jeno dhulate lotayo Ratina Janmilo Lochan bole se papi Elo yaro gelo Nityananda Rayo
नित्यानंद प्रभु की जय। लोचनदास ठाकुर की जय।
गौरांग बोलते हवे पुलक शरीर पेज 86 श्रील नरोत्तम दास ठाकुर। गौरांग बोलते हवे पुलक शरीर गौरांग बोलते हवे
पुलक शरीर
हरि हरि बोलते नायाले बाबे नीरो हरि हरि
बोलते नायाले बाबे
आर कवे निताय छांदे करुणा होइबे
आर कवे निताय छांदे करुणा होइबे
संसारो भाषण मोर कवे तुझ हवे
संसार वासना मोर कवे तुझ हवे
विषय छारिया कवे शुद्ध हवे मन विषय
छाड़िया कवे शुद्ध हवे मन
कवे हम हेराबो श्री वृंदावन
कवे हमारे श्री वृंदावन
रूप रघुनाथ पदे हरिबे आकुति रूप
रघुनाथ पदे
हरिबे
भूति
कवे हम भुज भोसे जुगल कीर्ति
कवे हम बुझावसे युगल
रूप रघुनाथ पदे रघु मोर आशा
रघुनाथ पदे मोर आशा
प्रार्थना करो ये सदा नरोत्तम दास
प्रार्थना करे
Shri Shachinandana Gaur Hari Ki
Jai.
Jai, Pavan Shri Nityananda Prabhu Ki Jai, Shri Rupa Raghunath Ju Ki Jai. You want to lead for Krishna? No? Krishna.
अभी ये घोर संसार एक घोर संसार है
No. Something that I think everyone else can also follow. Okay. Bhajahu Re Mana Shri Nandanandana Shri Govinda Das Kaviraj, page, I don't know.
भजहु रे मन श्री नंदनंदन अभय चरणारविंद रे
Bhajahu Re Mana Shri Nandanandana Abhaya Charanaro Nandanandana Abhaya Charanaro Vindare
પરિજનો તે ગયા છે પરો રે
Gopinath Ji ki Jai. Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Daite. Page 343, I think.
Jaya Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Daite. Gokula शशिलेखे ललिता सखी गुण रमित विशाखे शोभानुदधी नव शशिरेखे ललिता सखी गुण रमित विशाखे राधे जय जय माधव दयिते करुणा करुणा भरीते सन्नक सनातन वर्णित चरिते करुणा सनातन वर्णित चरिते राधे गोकुल तारुणी मंडल महिते राधे जय जय माधव दयिते श्री राधे जय जय माधव दयिते हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल। श्रील गुरुदेव की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, रूपानुग गौरी गुरुवर्ग की जय, गौर नित्यानंद प्रभु की जय, राधा गोपीनाथ जी की जय, गिरिराज महाराज की जय, हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय, हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र की जय, गौर भक्त वृंद की जय, पिताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल।
राधे राधे, हरे कृष्ण।
गुरवे गौरचंद्राय राधिकाय तदालये कृष्णाय कृष्णभक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः। अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमो ॐ विष्णुपदाय राधिकाय प्रियात्मने श्रीश्रीमद्भक्तिवेदान्तनारायणनित्यनामिने। नमो ॐ विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिनिति नामिने। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद, श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हुकं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघयते गिरिं, यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारिणम्। First of all, I offer my Dandavat Pranam thousands of times in the dust of the lotus feet of our beloved Srila Gurudev, Nitya Lila Pravishtam Vishnupad, Ashtodara Shatashi Srimad Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj. And the same thousands of Dandavat Pranam in the dust of the lotus feet of Nitya Lila Pravishtam Vishnupad, Ashtodara Shatashi Srimad Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada, and to all of our Rupanuga Gauriya Guru Varga, and to all Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis, past, present, and future, including all of you who are physically present and all of you who are virtually present, I offer my pranam. Hare Krishna. So yesterday, we were fortunate to be able to hear about and remember a slight particle of the glories of Srila Bhakti Vigyan Bharati Goswami Maharaj. And I felt that today we should also continue. I don't know if any of you
who are present here would like to say anything about him, if you would like to, let me know. I saw you raise your hand there? No, oh, just, okay. Her hand went up. Bharati Goswami Maharaj. As we heard, for so many devotees, after the departure of our Srila Gurudev, Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj, and I cannot say for all of them, because for so many others, after the departure of Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj, they took shelter of his disciples, his followers. Some took shelter of Pujapad Bhaktivedanta Madhav Maharaj, some took shelter of Pujapad Bhaktivedanta Ban Maharaj, some took shelter of Pujapad Bhaktivedanta Sridhar Maharaj, Bhaktivedanta Siddhanti Maharaj, etc. But the relationship of Guru and disciple is not the same for everyone. And where one might feel spontaneous attraction, another one may not. And it does not mean or imply that there is disrespect just because someone does not submit or surrender wholly or completely. It just means that that is where Krishna has directed any particular individual. And so I will give an example of my own life. In 1996, before Srila Gurudev Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj traveled to the Western countries, I went to Mayapur Parikrama with a group of devotees from ISKCON, and I was there at the Parikrama. I had become very sick, so I could not attend the Parikrama. I had made a vow, a promise to my father before I came to India on the pretext of receiving some extra funds for my travels, that at least I would seek out and offer my pranam to and hear from Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj and Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj. These two persons he mentioned. So I said, of course. And so he gave me an extra $100 to seal the deal. I asked for $200, he gave me $3. And I was able to purchase my ticket for India. Being very sick, I was lying in the tent with typhoid or whatever, I don't know. And one boy I had never met before, he came and he asked, do you have any room in your tent? I need a place to stay. I said, sure, but I'm sick, so I don't know if you're willing to get sick. He said, no problem. I'll just go and get my things. So he went and brought some baggage and he put it inside the tent. He left. 5 minutes later, he came back and said, since you have nothing else to do, why don't you read this book? And he gave me a book of Srila Gaur Govinda Maharaj called Shri Guru Vandana, with very large letters. And I thought, oh, I can read this easily. And it's the first Vaishnava book I actually read cover to cover. The next day he said, if you would like, he offered it, I can get us in to see Srila Puri Maharaj and Srila Narayan Maharaj. How would you like that? I completely forgot about and never planned to follow through with my promise to my father. He gave me names of people I should look for. I didn't plan to do it. This boy offered, and I said, okay. So within 2 days, I was feeling strong enough. This boy arranged rickshaws for 5 of us, young devotees who were born and raised within ISKCON, went to the Gurukul and everything. And he brought us to see Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri Maharaj, who was not available at that moment at Gopinath Gauriya Math. So then he brought us across the Ganga to go see Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj at Devananda Gauriya Math. And when I met Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj for the first time, something, I would say it wasn't the first time because I had seen him many years before when I was in ISKCON Gurukul in Vrindavan, when I was 10, 11 years old. But this time, I saw him and he asked, are there any questions? And of course, I had a question. He answered it very simply, and then he asked a question in return. In that moment, he extracted from my heart something, a mood of submission, a mood of a desire to learn, and a desire to be in his association. Also, he extracted from me a mood of utter, I would say, humility. I felt like I am nothing, I know nothing, and under his shelter I can learn something. He pulled that from my heart immediately. I wanted to learn from him, and I wanted to bring whoever I met, if they had questions, to him to learn. Just next to where he was one room. And as we were offering pranam to leave, Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj, he was not yet my guru. The devotee said, "Oh, you should offer pranam to this person in the room. He's a pure devotee." So I looked in the room, someone was sitting on the bed, chanting. I offered my pranam. I didn't even remember their name, but now I know it was Srila Bhaktivedanta Vaman Goswami Maharaj. It's the only time I ever saw him. I offered pranam. My honor was there, my respect. Everyone said he's a pure devotee. I offered my pranam and I left. We went across the Ganga and we stopped at Gopinath Gaudiya Math. There in Gopinath Gaudiya Math, Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj was available. So we went into his room, I touched his feet. He asked, are there any questions or why we came? And I told him. And then he began instructing about sadhana bhakti. Srila Gurudev Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj began challenging my false ego immediately, cutting and giving truth that I needed. Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri Maharaj was giving something else that also I needed. But he did not pull from my heart the same thing that Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj pulled from my heart. We understand from the mouths of the pure devotees that Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj, Srila Bhaktivedanta Vaman Goswami Maharaj, and Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj are all Uttam Bhagavat, pure devotees. I met 3 in the same day, within the span of less than 2 hours. One of them pulled my heart. It does not mean the others are not qualified. It was just that particular personality who attracted my submission. And so, the path of bhakti is not necessarily, although it is said that Guru and Vaishnavas are one. In Tattva, it is true. But there is also a personal relationship. We cannot just make everyone and everything one. That would actually remove personality. I mean, theoretically, we can do that by saying Krishna is Advai Gyan Paratattva. There's no difference between Radha and Krishna. There's no difference between Balaram and Krishna. There's no difference between Krishna and his energies. We are also Krishna's energy, and everything is Krishna's energy. Therefore, it's all one. We could say this, but this would go against everything that all Gaudiya Vaishnavas and all those who worship the personality of Krishna understand. So from one perspective, you could say, yes, it is Nirgunam Tattvam. But there's also the other aspect, which is called Sagunam Tattvam, full of all transcendental variety. Our Param Gurudev Srila Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Goswami Maharaj has written this in his Vinod Bihari Tattvashtakam. Sagunam Nirgunam Tattvam Bheda Bheda Achintyakam Shakti Shakti Mator Aikyam Yugapad Vartate Sada. So he's establishing, based on all Shastra, the transcendental oneness and the transcendental variety of Bhagavan. And this is also told in Srimad Bhagavatam. Vadanti tat tattvavidas tattvam yaj jnanam advayam brahmeti paramatmeti bhagavaniti shabdyate. Those who know the truth and who see the truth ascertain the truth according to 3 different perspectives, although it is the same truth. Some are focused on the external feature known as Brahm, meaning the effulgence. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Brahmano hi pratishta aham. I am the source of this Brahm Jyoti. So some put their focus there. Others put their focus on Paramatma. So Brahmeti Paramatmiti Bhagavaniti. Who puts their focus on Brahm? Those who are trying to approach the Lord through the medium of Gyan, through their knowledge. They approach like this. And then who approaches Bhagavan in the form of Paramatma? That is the yogis. They try to realize Paramatma or Bhagavan within their heart, within the lotus of their heart as Paramatma. And then there is Bhagavan. Bhagavan is another way that personalities will see the supreme absolute truth. And as our Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada has told, he is the last word in the absolute truth. And there are so many different aspects or manifestations of Bhagavan. Matsya, Kurma, Varaha, Narasingha, Vaman, Parshuram, Ram, etc. So many different, unlimited avatars are manifesting. And Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. Why am I telling this? Because although they are one, when it comes to the perspective of rasa, they are not one and the same. The gopis will never dance with Sri Ramachandra. Did the gopis immediately embrace that four-armed form of Krishna who was standing in front of them? It was Krishna, but he manifested four arms, and they offered pranam to him. Oh Narayan, please show us the direction where Krishna went. So even though he is one and the same in tattva, from the perspective of rasa, he is certainly not. There is millions and millions of miles of difference or speciality. So Sri Ramachandra will not be in the middle of the forest, under a banyan tree, in the middle of the night, playing a flute to attract all beautiful gopis other than Sita. He would not do this. This is not within his maryada. So we should understand that there is speciality within Bhagavata. In the same way, there is speciality within the personalities who are manifesting as Guru. And we should see them as one from the tattvic perspective, but as individuals from the rasa perspective. Why am I sharing this? Because right from the beginning I told, for many persons, they felt such deep, desperate desolation upon the departure of Srila Gurudev. They did not know where to go. And if someone is crying and weeping, and they are desperate to receive a particular kind of inspiration, Krishna will direct them accordingly, or he will manifest to them according to their requirement. I will quote Srila Gurudev Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj. We were in his room in 2008, I believe, or 2009. And he said, very soon I want to stop giving Harinam and Diksha. And I want to focus on my writings and translation. And those who are qualified, they can give Harinam and Diksha. And he specifically named a few persons. And then at the end he said, if anyone is satisfied with them, then they can take from them. Otherwise they can come to me and take from me. In other words, it's an individual attraction and an individual relationship. As one is weeping to Bhagavan, Bhagavan will manifest accordingly. So I gave the example of myself meeting 3 Mahabhagavats, but one of them was the particular one who pulled or extracted from my heart that submissive nature and the desire to learn, the desire to take shelter. One of them pulled that. That does not mean the others were not qualified. And so in this case, when Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj departed from our vision, so many of his disciples felt bereft. They felt like orphans. And they needed some sustenance, some nourishment, some milk. Where will they get that? They need to get that from some place where they feel the same kind of conviction they felt in front of their Gurudev. I'm not saying exactly, I'm saying the same kind. If we make it exact, then it will become impersonal. Where can I get that nourishment? And so Srila Gurudev actually told, why does Sri Guru depart from this world, from our vision? Only to increase the serving temperament of the disciples. And when they are weeping and crying in separation, this is the recipe for attracting that same kind of mercy in one's life. Sangsara dava nalalitha loka tranaya karunya ghana ghanatvam praptasya kalyana gunarnavasya vande guru shri charanaravindam. Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, he was telling in the translation to this that we are all suffering. This material world is like a blazing forest fire, and there is practically no escape. When we realize that it is coming from all sides to attack us, this fire, where can I go? What hope do I have? He said, no fire brigade is enough to put this fire out. If you've seen a massive forest fire, you can have 1 truck, 10 trucks, 20 trucks full of water. It's nothing. It's like throwing sprinkles onto a blazing fire. It doesn't do anything. They can employ airplanes to catch water and all of this, but if the fire is too big and too hot and too burning, then what can you do? He said, we are not powerful enough to extinguish it. But if one is crying and praying to Krishna, please help me. Please, I am desperate. Without your mercy, I cannot continue to exist. Krishna, who is all-knowing, whose heart is an ocean of compassion. Hey Krishna Karuna Sindho, Dina Bandho Jagatpate. The friend of the fallen. His heart will melt. Srila Gurudev has written, Krishna Kripa ki Ananda Murti, Dina Jana Karuna Nidan. The manifestation of the condensed form of Krishna's mercy and compassion, hearing the desperate suffering of the jivas of this world, begging for mercy, that mercy will condense and manifest in front of any desperate personality as Sri Guru. And if we are not running to them, they will meet with us wherever we are. Very quickly, I will mention about Vaman Das and Sarananda Swami. Vaman Das was a German scholar who was searching all around India that I need to find the truth. So he went to so many different groups. His name at that time was Walter Eidlitz. I think I pronounced that correctly. And he went to so many different groups, learning so many things, but one thing he didn't learn about love, and he wanted to know about love. It so happened that it was the Second World War. India was under the control of the British at the time, and so all Germans who were against Britain were rounded up and thrown in concentration camps. So this Walter Eidlitz was also thrown into a concentration camp, along with many other Germans who were present in India at the time. The authorities at the time were quite harsh with their prisoners, physically beating them, kicking them, injuring them, and everything. The history has been written, and this happens anyhow during war or toward any prisoners. It happened to be Janmashtami night. They could hear outside everyone celebrating, which was different than usual. Everyone was celebrating. And that night, Walter was praying. I want to know about love. What is love? The next morning, he was there looking out of the fence. And one German Baba, dressed in sannyasi dress, came up behind him and started speaking to him about what is love in German. That was a disciple of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada, Sadananda Swami. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada, in front of all of his disciples, told Sarananda Swami, you and I, we have been together for all eternity. So he just started speaking about love and affection. Why am I mentioning this? Because even if we are not able to go directly and search, if our prayer is sincere, Krishna will manifest his mercy directly in front of you, even in the most horrid condition. Krishna manifested to Vasudeva and Devaki in a jail cell of King Kamsa. He can manifest anywhere. If you are sincere and you're in the North Pole, either he will manifest in front of you or he will arrange for you to come to a place where you will meet. So Krishna arranged for those who were weeping and crying in separation from Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj to have a place where they could feel shelter, where they could feel their faith. And for some it was this place or that place or any other place. It was Srila Bhakti Vigyan Bharati Goswami Maharaj. I remember when they needed a place to stay, immediately Tungavidya Didi, she was like, definitely Gopinath Bhavan. The doors here are always open for Srila Bhakti Vigyan Bharati Maharaj. And I made a petition online, a simple petition, that Srila Bhakti Vigyan Bharati Maharaj will be coming to stay in Gopinath Bhavan. We would like to be able to provide nicely for them. If anyone would like to donate toward this, then here's the GoFundMe. And hundreds and devotees, I think within less than 24 hours, thousands of dollars came floating in, really, to provide a geyser and a new bed and other things for Maharaj and proper facilities, not only for him, but also for the devotees. And every devotee who donated said, thank you so much for allowing us an opportunity to give a little service to Srila Bharati Maharaj. And we're like, how do you even know him? How do you know about him? But hundreds and hundreds. And we were here waiting for him to come. They said, oh, he's coming at 12 o'clock. So we were out there doing kirtan. And the hall had about 15 people. We were doing kirtan. They said, oh no, he's been delayed. I think he was coming from the other mutt, no? Gopinath Gaudiya mutt down. Another half hour, another hour. He was delayed. After 2.5, 3 hours, finally, he showed up. When he showed up, we looked around. And it was amazing because there were more than 250 devotees here waiting to greet him. We're like, where did they all come from? And he came in. Immediately, I think he just refreshed a little bit, and immediately he came and sat down because all of these devotees were so eager. And then I looked around the room and it looked like 400. And they were all sitting there like this. When he sat down, you could feel it like the gurutva, the heaviness of his presence. He didn't try to do anything. He was naturally commanding, and all sat at his feet. Even so many seniors were sitting at his feet like small children, just waiting to hear anything. And Srila Bhakti Vigyan Bharati Maharaj, there was no assuming about him. He was very small in his nature. How he interacted with others was very sweet and gentle and cordial and apologizing and thanking. But his presence was heavy. He carried a weight, and that weight was the weight of his conviction, his nishta, his seva, his dedication, his uncompromising nature, and his love and affection for his Gurudev, for his Guru Varga, for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his associates, and for Sri Sri Radha and Krishna. He was carrying that weight within himself. And we all felt it. And we all sat there to listen. And I don't know if you had the same experience that I did, but when he would speak, it would go in and it would sit heavy here. I remember thinking, how is this possible? My brain and my mind was always so scattered. And he would speak and it would sit inside in such a way that I could almost write verbatim an entire class afterward. And I'd never had that capacity, but he would speak like that. It would sit here. And I noticed something very, I want to use the word peculiar, but special about his speaking. Everything that came out of his mouth, one, there was no politics in it at all. Two, importantly, most importantly for me, whatever he spoke complemented, enhanced, and increased my faith and inspiration in the teachings of my Gurudev and my Guru Varga. Never once did I feel that what he is speaking is diverting me at all.
It was only enhancing what I had heard. For example, Srila Gurudev Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj had spoken about Srila Rupa Goswami in so many different ways. When he would glorify him, he would speak about how Srila Rupa Goswami, he said everything that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wanted to give, he gave through the medium of Srila Rupa Goswami. So Rupa Goswami was like the pen of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And then Gurudev said, Vangsi, the flute of Krishna. He said, it is so powerful. Even what Krishna cannot do, where he cannot go, his flute song can go. It can enter into the windows or through the doorways of the homes of the gopis in the middle of the night. It enters into their ears, into their heart, and steals their heart, and then runs back to Krishna. How powerful is Vangsi? And then he said, Rupa Goswami, he is the heart of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. How beautiful did Srila Gurudev glorify Srila Rupa Goswami? Srila Bhakti Vigyam Bharati Maharaj did not use those same exact words. He spoke in different words. But it did not detract, it did not discount what Srila Gurudev told. It enhanced and increased the appreciation of that same personality, Srila Rupa Goswami. Srila Bhakti Vigyam Bharati Maharaj told, Srila Rupa Goswami is so near and dear to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He has such an intimate heart connection. He said there are some persons who are your friends, who come to your home. You invite them, and they come, they sit at the table, you exchange pleasantries, you speak so many nice things with each other, and then dinner is brought, you all sit together, you eat, you enjoy one another's company. And it's a very nice relationship. And he said, and then there are those other friends, the friends who are the deepest, dearest friends, those who are the deepest and closest to your heart. I think it refers to the ones who are Ranga Parihas. In a current language, they call it best friend forever. You can share anything with them. They know everything about you. What you cannot share with your brother or sister or mother and father, you can share everything, and they share everything of their heart. With one look, you understand everything in each other's heart. That kind of friend. They will come into your house uninvited. They will open your refrigerator and take whatever they want, and you will feel so happy within your heart. Oh, there's nothing distancing us. They will jump on your bed and laugh and joke and just lay there and talk with you, and you feel so sweet and happy that there is no distance between us, no formality whatsoever. He said, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu completely opened his heart, which was like an unlimited ocean, to Srila Rupa Goswami, like this, that there was nothing that Srila Rupa Goswami did not have access to, that he gave him the freedom to dive deep into his heart and collect whatever jewels he wanted to collect and to distribute those freely to this world. How intimate and deep and close is their relationship. So he did not speak the same words as our Gurudev. He did not detract at all from what Srila Gurudev told. But he gave something, another aspect, another vision, which only helped to enhance. And in essence, they both enhanced each other's glorification of that same personality, Srila Rupa Goswami Pad. And I felt whenever he was speaking, everything he was giving was only increasing my conviction, my love, my affection in the teachings of my own Srila Gurudev, Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj. And never once did I feel even the slightest bit that he wanted to take my heart for himself. Srimati Shyamarani Didi, she asked him, why should I give you my heart? He said, I don't want your heart. Immediately he told her, I don't want it. She was like, oh, you don't want my heart? Okay. If someone doesn't want something from you and they're only giving, that brings something about naturally within the heart.
Where we are right now, there are a couple of dogs who are desperately hungry. You can hear them crying in the evening due to hunger. They search around and they don't find anything, so we have some leftover prasadam and we put it out. They don't do anything for us. They're just wild dogs. But we've given them some prasad here and there. And now they just look at us. When they see us, they start wagging their tail and they're practically offering pranam. And they start whimpering in desperation, but gratitude that you have given something. You have given me sustenance. We don't deserve anything. We don't know you, but still you're helping me. You're giving me something. And you can see it. You can feel it. Their gratitude. And they will bark at anyone else, but when they see us, they start whimpering. Like, thank you, thank you, thank you. Srila Bhaktivedanta Bharati Maharaj told that we should also have this mood toward Krishna. He said, we take advantage of so many things every day. We take advantage of the fact that we have eyes that we can see with. We take advantage of the fact that we have ears that we can hear with. That we have hands that we can feel and touch with. That we have a mouth that we can eat with. That we have a body that we can do so many things with. And we just take it for granted that, oh, I have this. But where did it come from? Even if you go to a doctor and they help to heal it, you have so much gratitude to that doctor. But who gave it initially? He said Krishna gave it to us. He said, so we should develop this kind of gratitude. Otherwise, how can we make progress? So in the same way, this Vaishnava, Srila Bhaktivedanta Bharati Maharaj, he did not need us for anything. He was very, very senior. He was very prominent within his Guru Maharaj's institution, with thousands and thousands of people giving him so much honor and respect. But some of those who came to him, like these, I'm going to use the comparison, like these dogs, they took shelter of him and they had nowhere else to go. They felt that now I'm taking shelter of you. You're giving me some nourishment. They were disregarded. They were dismissed. And he could not tolerate this. And so he left everything because they had nowhere else to go. He didn't need them. They needed him. But because they were his dependent, he gave up everything. All of his position, his prominence, his good name and everything. At the age of 85, 87 years old. Not to receive anything, to give. How can you repay someone who has nothing to take from you but everything to give? Once I asked Srila Gurudev Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj, how can I develop love for Guru, for you, and then for Radha and Krishna? He said, when you begin to realize, understand and appreciate what a valuable treasure Gurudev is giving, more valuable than millions of treasures of this world, without expecting anything in return. Without expecting anything, what they are giving, he said, automatically your love, your affection will develop for Guru. And then from there, very easily, he made this motion with his hand, very easily for Radha and Krishna. It starts there with Guru and Vaishnava. When one feels gratitude to the point that I can never repay you for what I have received from you. Srila Gurudev has told many times that you cannot repay me in thousands and millions of lifetimes for what I have given you. I remember him telling this on the morning walk at, remember when we stayed in that place, the festival near Kassel in Germany? Kassel. All those little houses with they look like old place, the ancient places, Tudor homes. So he was on the morning walk and he told, I think to Padmanabha Maharaj, you cannot repay me in millions of lifetimes for what I have given you. Because what he's giving is transcendental. What do we have to give in return? We can give material things. Oh, for me. Oh, cute, sweet. But what does he need from us? He's drowning in the ocean of prema ras. What is there of this material world? What is there of our glorification? So many devotees would say, oh, thank you, Gurudev. He said, what can your thank you do? What can your thank you do to repay for what I am giving? In the same way, how can we express our gratitude to Srila Bhakti Vigyam Bharati Maharaj? He didn't need anything from us, but he came to help us, to give us something, to give us nourishment, to increase our bhakti sukriti, to help to bring us to perfection, to help to increase our conviction, our nishta in the lotus feet of our own Gurudev, without expecting anything in return. Srila Gurudev said, can you ever repay such a person? Is it possible to repay such a person? We don't have any capacity to repay them. But Srila Gurudev would say, one thing you can do, what you have heard, what inspiration you have received, you can share that with others. One thing you can do. And of course, you can apply those teachings in your life so that their breath is not wasted. Srila Bhakti Vigyam Bharati Maharaj, when he would sit down, he would sit here, as Sudevi was telling, he would look and make sure to make eye contact with every single individual who was present in the room, that I'm acknowledging that you are here. And then at the end, he would say, my body is no longer strong. I used to be able to do so many services. Now his Gurudev was given the title by Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada that he has he serves with volcanic energy. Srila Bhakti Dayita Maharaj. And you see that his disciples also served with this kind of volcanic energy. That's why he was given, Srila Bhakti Vigyam Bharati Maharaj was given those titles, Seva Ratna, Sevananda, Mukta Mahapurush, so many titles like this. He was serving in so many ways, but now he was sitting there. I am old, I cannot do anything else, I can barely walk. The only thing I can do now is to speak Harikatha. So if all of you did not come to hear, then I would be bereft of one of the only sevas I'm able to do. So I cannot express my gratitude enough. And he was expressing indebtedness to each and every devotee who would come to hear him speak, because he felt that that was one of the only sevas he was able to do now. So thank you for giving me this opportunity to speak. Otherwise, what seva would I have? So he wasn't looking at us like we were a burden. He was looking at us like we were giving an opportunity for seva. And from this perspective, we can see also his godbrother Srila Bhakti Vallabh Tirtha Maharaj, when he was given that service of acting in the role of Acharya, as becoming the Guru after Srila Bhakti Dayita Maharaj. He was expressing his own heart that I feel that my Gurudev is giving me so much mercy, that what kind of ego would I have if it was not all for you? Every one of you are going to watch everything I do, critique everything I say, critique every move I make, and therefore you are all my protection. Therefore I see that you are all the manifestation of my own Gurudev. Therefore I am your servant. And we see that Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada had this same mood. What would he say to all of his disciples? Dasosmi, I am your servant. Only a couple of them would hide behind so that they wouldn't get the direct pranam of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada, but he would express this, that I am your servant. Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada would also weep. He was crying, thanking the devotees. Thank you so much. He would always say, thank you very much at the end of his classes. Your Guru, my Guru Maharaj has sent all of you to help me in this task. Thank you. He would express his gratitude. And Srila Bhakti Vigyam Bharati Maharaj was no different. He was expressing his gratitude to all of the devotees for giving him an opportunity to remember the teachings of his Gurudev and Guru Varga and to share these teachings. So, The glories of such a personality are unlimited. But to remember the Vaishnavas, to speak about them, to endeavor to glorify them, even though we may be unable. Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, whenever he would endeavor to glorify any great personality, he would curse himself for the audacity of making that endeavor to do so. Because how can you glorify someone whose glories are infinite? In the second verse of Sri Krishna Samhita, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he's condemning himself also. How foolish is it of me to think that a particle of dust like myself can absorb the ocean of the absolute truth? How much can a particle of dust absorb? So how much can a Baddha Jiva glorify a transcendental personality who's serving Sri Sachinandan Gaura Hari and Sri Sri Radha and Krishna? But the endeavor to do so is very purifying for us. To hear about them, to speak about them, to remember them. Tiner smaran. The word smaran means to remember them. Guru, Vaishnava, Bhagavan, Tiner smaran. Tiner smaran hoy sarva vigya vinasha. To remember them, all kinds of ignorance is dispelled and destroyed from our heart, from our minds. And in its place, all auspiciousness manifests. So on this day, I know it's a couple of days after the appearance day of Srila Bhakti Vigyam Bharati Maharaj, but I'm remembering all of these subject matters relating to Guru and Vaishnava Tattva. It so happens that tomorrow is Guru Purnima. So we will be discussing these subject matters in much more depth tomorrow. Many Vaishnavas will be speaking. Many Vaishnavas will be glorifying and remembering Sri Guru. It is the day of Vyasa Puja, Sri Guru Purnima, the first day of Chaturmasya, the day of Sri Sanatana Goswami, who is our Sambandha Acharya. So today is Adivas Titi of Sri Guru Purnima. So on this day, I'm remembering this particular Vaishnava and praying at the lotus feet of Srila Bhakti Vigyan Bharati Maharaj that he will help us to increase our nishta in the lotus feet of our Gurudev, to increase our strength in following the teachings of Sri Sachinandan Gaura Hari and our Rupanuga Acharyas, and to give us deeper and deeper appreciation and gratitude for all transcendental personalities, for all gurus and Vaishnavas who will help us to move forward on the path of bhakti. Srila Bhakti Vigyam Bharati Goswami Maharaj ki jai, Srila Gurudev ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Rupanuga Gauriya Guru Varga ki jai, Radha Gopinaju Sachinandana Gaura Hari ki jai, Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki jai, Shri Gaura Premanande Hari Hari Bo. No, I'm turning it off. Okay, Radhe Radhe. See you all tomorrow for Guru Purnima. 9 o'clock, right? We're starting tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock with the bhajans, right? For Guru Purnima. And then Guru Puja, starting at 9 o'clock. But it usually doesn't start right at that time. So we'll see. It turned to 9:30